The reason you can't manifest consistently isn't because you don't know the technique. It's because you're stuck in phase 1 of manifesting, and most people never escape it. Stay with me till the end because I'm about to show you the exact difference between phase 1 and phase 2 manifestors, and why phase 2 is where the real magic happens. So in the next 15 to 20 minutes, I'm going to reveal the 2 phases of manifesting that determine whether you struggle with doubts and inconsistency, or you become someone who manifests effortlessly and knows that things are always working in your favor. Plus, I will share the exact state that I called fairy tale frequency that makes you a supernatural manifestor and how to access it. I've been studying manifestation and reality creation for years, and I've discovered something that most teachers don't talk about. I've personally used these principles to turn world events, manifest dramatic life changes overnight, and help hundreds of people break through their manifestation blocks. I went to Santa Fe, New Mexico to study philosophy, and I'm also a certified professional coach and hypnotherapist. So what I'm sharing today with you isn't theory, it's what actually works. Let me ask you a question. Do any of these sound familiar? You learn manifestation techniques but struggle to apply them consistently. You feel doubt, fear, and despair creeping in. You find yourself reacting to circumstances instead of creating them. You probably feel a sense of urgency, impatient, and feel very shaky, like on shaky ground. You feel unstable and like nothing you do works. If you nodded yes to any of these, you're in phase 1. And here's what's crucial. When you're in phase 1, your only job is to become stable. You can't pick thing yet because you can't. You're too unstable. Phase 1 is when you're still primarily believe in the physical world, circumstances, limitation. You identified with the ego mind instead of your true creative power, which is like a very logical thinking, intellectual, right? A very mental space-ish, like that's where you at. And so phase 2 is a completely different story with a complete different set of rules. This is when you have shifted into a different reality where circumstances don't control you anymore. You have creative control. You can apply practices and get results. You know things are done and working in your favor. So in phase 2, you are not reacting to life, you're creating it. You've transcended the illusion of limitation and stepped into what I call fairy tale frequency, a supernatural state where you are not believing in the illusion anymore. When you're in fairy tale frequency, you feel magical, powerful, and you can manifest wild, out of this world things. Even when you're not feeling amazing, you know how to get back to that state because you understand who you are. But here's the problem. Most people get stuck in phase 1 because they don't understand the difference between learning and embodying. They have the information, but they can't make the transition from knowledge to embodied wisdom. You could have all the manifestation techniques in the world, but if you're not making the shift from learning to actual embodiment, you stay stuck in phase 1 forever. The gap between knowing something mentally and being able to implement it is where most people lost their power. This is why some people can manifest effortlessly, while others struggle for years with the same techniques. It's not about the techniques. It's about what underneath all of it. It's about the phase you're operating from, your state of being. So the solution is learning how to regulate your nervous system so that you can access phase 2 consistently. Your nervous system is the bridge between phase 1 and phase 2. When your nervous system is dysregulated, you are trapped in survival mode, and that's phase 1. When it's regulated, you access your creative power. That's flow. That's phase 2. Most manifestation teachings completely ignore the nervous system, which is why they don't work consistently. You can't really think your way out into a new reality when your nervous system is stuck in the old pattern. That's why I created Nervous System Command, to give you the missing piece that bridges the gap between knowing and embodying, between knowing a concept and embodying the concept, between phase 1 and phase 2. Nervous System Command is my comprehensive program that teaches you how to identify when you're in phase 1 versus phase 2, regulate your nervous system so you can access your creative power consistently, embody the teachings. Everything that you have learned will now, stacking your knowledge bank, supposed to give you benefits instead of burnout. You will enter the supernatural state of fairy tale frequency when manifestation becomes effortless. You will become stable so you can manifest anything you want. We're going to remove and rewire with laser precision the exact blocks that shift you directly into a different timeline, a different identity. So no, this is not another manifestation course. It's nervous system mastery that makes each and every other technique actually works. I only open enrollment for Nervous System Command a few times per year because I personally work with everyone who joins. The next cohort is open and I'm only accepting very limited seats because I want to give everyone the attention that you deserve. So if you're tired of being stuck in phase 1, or you're simply ready to take your phase 2 to the next level, become someone who manifests consistently and deliberately from a place of power instead of desperation, then this is for you. So click the link in the description or the comment below to secure your spot in Nervous System Command. And don't wait. Once we're full, you have to wait until the next round. And I don't know when that will be. So your future self who is living in phase 2, manifesting effortlessly, feeling supernatural every day, is waiting for you to make this decision. So click the link now. And if you've got value from this video, you need to watch my free training video down in the description where I reveal the key to timeline shifting overnight. I share the exact process that I transmitted and that I use to turn world events in my favor, and how you can apply the same principles to quantum leap into your desired reality. So the link of that video, that free training, is right below. I'll see you inside.